gonna be a nice day today. Alright. Why is there so many sheep here? That's filled in. Good morning, people. Back out in the Wainwright bagging. This week's one's going to be the Coniston Fells. 7 Wainwrights, around 13 miles and 8 to 10 hours and about 1,500 metres of ascent. I was actually out in Wales yesterday walking, but because the weather's so good today, the forecast, it's meant to be sunny, cloud-free summits. Basically no wind, and all week it's been gale force, so couldn't turn it down, had to come out. Looks like quite a straightforward route, to be honest. We parked in the sports centre this morning just because it was cheaper than all the other car parks. It's not even 8 o'clock yet and we haven't seen a person. We got here in the dark, so just wanted to get here as early as possible. Our first Wainwright of the day is going to be Wetherlam, so it looks like you get a lot of the ascent out at the start. Wetherlam's in the 700s. If you look behind me, it's quite gradual. It's actually a nice route and the paths are perfect. As you can see, nice and easy. I can see why this is so popular, this walk. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. Couldn't be a better day, if I'm honest. Looking forward to getting up here though. As you can hear, there is still a lot of ice up here. The Old Man's just behind us there, the highest mountain of the day, and had a little look around the last couple of days of what the conditions are like up there, and most of the snow is gone, but it's meant to be a cold snap coming back tomorrow, so possibly be back up there next week, the snow. Bits of this route are quite boggy there, as you can see. Sun's just come up there. Looks like it's going to be a belter day, this. Perfect. You can just see the summit of Old Man, but no one up there as of yet. But I can see that being busy today. Still a good bit of ice around, it's nice and slippy. You've got to be very careful on that stuff. Slipped a few times, but gonna get my stick out now. This path's got a lot of water on it. Boggy, so obviously it's still frozen. But just got to navigate around it. Just stay in the grass if you can, but even that's icy. Little summit here above Beck, not actually a Wainwright, and we're at about 600 metres. We're not too far off Wetherlam. Fantastic views. Again, not seen a person, but as you can see here, a lot of ice. Look, it's basically solid, that stuff. I had to get the poles out just to be careful, and you know what, they've helped a lot. Trying to balance with no pole, you make a mistake, might not end well. I think Wetherlam is just over that by the looks of it on the map, and then we're going to be circling later on, but so far so good. About an hour and a half in.
Oh, that is solid. Look at that.
Yeah, it will be.
Wow.
It's been cold for weeks, hasn't it?
Oh, look, it's called ripples.
First person of the day. Yeah, he looks like he'd probably come up early, hasn't he? Has a big camera, fair play to him. Like it, man. You can see over there in the distance, Bow Fell come into shot. See a bit of snow on the top of that as well. Lives in the 900s that though. So we're literally about 5 minutes away from the summit of Wetherlam. But I'll tell you something, it's cold up here now. Took my gloves and stuff off before and my hands are burning. Just took a little break then for a second. Toilet break and feeling it. Just see a little cairn coming into view. Yeah, this is it. Wetherlam, 762 metres. First one of the day. That took us just under 2 hours to get up here. As you can see, got views of everything. Langdale's over there. It's quite rocky up here to be fair. And there's another cairn there just below. We thought that was it, but obviously this is an higher point. It's been great so far, although it is pretty cold up here now. That's 3.5 miles, yeah, just under 2 hours. You've done a lot of the ascent already. As you can see, the Old Man is in the 800s, isn't much higher, but it's a lot of up and down. Couldn't stop for too long there. Bitter up here now. Hands are burning. Only had a quick sausage roll and not good, mate. You can't stop for too long. Gotta move on to the next one. So our next one is Swirl. I think it's on the corner there. You can see someone on there. There's an actual cairn by the looks of it. Yeah, there's people up there. As you can see in front of us, we've got a good bit of ascent up to the next one. I can actually see a few people heading down. So there's a few people on the route, but they've started the other side by the looks of it. And there's a guy up here to the right, quite popular. See the tarns just come into view. And we're dropping off a lot more than I thought. It's just check the elevation profile and there is a few dips in this walk. So it makes sense why it's 1500 metres. At least we'll get warm walking up this part now because I'm absolutely freezing still. Yeah, you can see 3 people coming down here. And there's actually people right by the tarn I can see in the distance. As you can see, this part is very rocky. Climbing up boulders and stuff. Got a bit of scrambling to do. Scenes, man. See how far we've come from Wetherlam there in the distance. See quite a few people on the Old Man now though. Starting to appear. The old fella. You can see all the ice. We've had to be very careful coming up this. Some views up here though, mate. We're not far off the height of Swirl, how the next one. That's one of the best views I've seen, man. And the lake's one of my favourites, boss. Straight forward from here, Dom. You can just see there, just coming over now, a farmer with 3 dogs, absolutely flying. He's disappeared now, but Been hearing him shouting with his son on his way. Funny that. You can see just behind me there, quad. Just seen a farmer down below in the valley, herding sheep. And he was moving quick and I was like, how's he got up here that fast? He actually drove up here. Swirl how, 802 metres, second one of the day. You can see where we've come all the way down and up. But my god, this is sick up here, man, absolute belter. And I do know our next Wainwright's there. Just see a few people on the summit. But yeah, look at these views. See the coast and everything there. All the Langdales, amazing. And there's the farmer back with his 3 dogs. I hope they can get a lift off him. Mate, what a day for it, boss. So we're heading straight over to Great Cars, the 3rd one of the day. You can just see people coming off it, just leaving. And then it looks like you drop off to the left, over 10 ways to the fort. But we're heading that way now. Fairly straightforward this walk so far. Bit boggy on Wetherlam, this bit's been just rocky, but in the summer it should be great when it's all dried out. Look at them views, man. Absolutely fantastic, boss. There's the farmer back, summiting all the mountains, cheating.
The dog's off. The dog's like, get down to it. That was literally my day.
Never mind that, the dog's gone down the side of the mountain. Wow, the agility on them dogs, man. The dog's disappeared, look at it. That's mad. That is absolutely boss, man. Call me stupid, but I didn't know dogs could run like nearly vertically down a mountain. That collie with the farmer, we were watching it like thinking that's going off the side and it just literally ran. I can't even explain how steep that cliff is. And that was good to watch, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit worried like, but that was absolutely mad. Boss. There's the next summit, Great Cars. Great Cars, 785 metres, belter. You can just see where we've just come from there, last one. Nice and quick that to this 3rd one. Again, boss views. Unbelievable, man. Wind's starting to pick up though. So we're gonna head straight over to Friar now, which is just here in the background. And we are meant to go this way on the route, but we're gonna just backtrack where we came from. There's remains of an old bomber plane or something and a cross. And we just seen it before as we were passing, but we're just gonna go back and have a look and then take a route from there because there was a couple of paths. Those remains of the plane. Let's go and have a quick look. (1944) Halifax bomber. Quite cool to see. Wind chill started to pick up a bit, so we're just gonna crack on, try and keep warm. But we've got other layers with us in our bags in case, not for later. These don't look too bad. There's loads on the summit there. Oh, are they rocks?
I think they're rocks.
Oh, yeah. So after this summit we've actually got to return back to where we come from. Might just be able to make it out. There's a patch skirting up there, but first we just got to finish this. Great Friar, 770 metres, fourth one of the day. It's fairly simple coming from over there then. But here again, boss, some lovely views around here, man. There's our last of the day there. How cold it is up here. So we're just gonna make our way straight to the Brim Fell. Just had a quick drink then. It's too cold, man. Because it's quite high in the 800s, some of these. The wind chill's not nice. So you can't stop for long. Back where we came from earlier on, and then gotta go to the right. So we're back on the main path up to Brim Fell. There's the town below. You can see where the car's parked in the distance, where we come from this morning.
Where?
See the village. Cars at the back of that. Yeah, shows how far we've come. All the way over there.
Nice.
Loads of people getting on the street now. Not far off this summer. Fairly close. See how high we've come up. Looks like markers everywhere up here. Is that? Yeah, I see the dude on it. Brim Fell, 796 metres. There's bodies everywhere here, man. There's the Old Man of Coniston, and there's about 30 people up there. So I'll probably just sneak on, get a quick photo and then bounce. That's actually a nice little cairn, that Brim Fell. And quite high. It was quite tough coming over this terrain before. Onto the Old Man of Coniston. Probably 10 minutes away. And then our last one's over here in the background. But yeah, some fantastic views again. 5 down, 2 more to go. What are you saying? What's your review?
Good.
Sick.
Cold. Icy. Very slippy. Good fun.
But yeah, the wind chill up here is nasty.
Not looking forward to that thing over there.
I know, I'm not looking.
Horrendous.
I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to this Old Man either with the queue of people up there, but quick photo and then I'm off. Busy up here. busiest fell I've ever been on. Sick, man.
Well done.
As you could probably tell then, just behind me, that was the Old Man of Coniston, 802 metres. I don't think I've ever seen a fell so busy, apart from Scarfell Pike in the summer. Considering it's the middle of winter, there's hordes of people going up there still. I'll tell you something, I can see why it's so popular though. Views are fantastic around that area, but I'm not into mountains with loads of people on. Literally just got in and out as quick as I could basically. Otherwise, as I hung about, probably if it was warm I'd have stayed, but it's too cold. So we're heading over to the last one. So that was our 6th of the day. Dow Crag, or Dow Crag, whatever you want to call it. You can just see it there. Quite a few people on that. But a lot of people seem to be skirting off to this side, to the right, where we came up earlier on. So this looks like our last ascent of the day up to there. And we could see then we've got to come down over there in the distance, quite a wide path and a bit of a turn, and back down towards the village. It's been a bit dicey coming down next to the stream here. We're almost at the flat section before you head up. Not far off the summit. You can see the Old Man up there. And we've come down. See a queue of people coming down here. And then down to there. It's quite rocky walking up this section. But straight forward, you've got markers everywhere. Probably another 5-10 minutes and we're at the summit of the last one. But yeah, I like this. I don't mind the rocky terrain, to be honest. It keeps it interesting. So it looks like that's the summit there, according to the Wainwright book and the OS. Dow Crag, 778 metres, 7th last Wainwright of the day. Wainwright had just said it was a rocky plateau, and this is the highest point. As you can see from this drops over the side, a bit dangerous. But yeah, what a belter last one. Just gonna step away from there a bit. Been a brilliant walk so far. Reckons we've got about 2 hours remaining, and we've got to pass down. And you can see the path below just by the turn back into the village. But yeah, definitely recommend this walk. Boss day, mate, can't complain. So yeah, just gonna head down now. Haven't got much battery left. Absolute scenes up here, man. That's a big gully, that. Jesus. That looks like that can be ascended, you know.
What?
I reckon you could ascend up that. Looks like a path. That's quite interesting. There's a little path running off. Hole in the wall. I'll come back one day and have a look at that. Just not while it's icy now, in case there's any ice spots down there, but that looks like a good bit of fun, that. I can actually just see a water bottle there on the side. Someone dropped, so people must ascend up that way. Yeah, it looks like from the bottom there's a path from the tarn. That's cool, that, man. Bit sketchy, but looks doable. Get into your rock climbing and that. Buck pike, not a Wainwright. 744. Get it anyway, as always. Might be one of those outlying fells, in case you ever want to come and do them. Might be one of them, so probably worth touching on the way past. But yeah, that's something. Oh, the wind's ruthless, man. Freezing cold. Like burning my face. You can hear it picking up. It's meant to go bad again tomorrow, back to gale force. So I'm sort of might have turned up a bit early here. Mountain's looking sick there, man. Boss. Wainwright brown pike, 682 metres. And you got a little storm shelter here. There's the Old Man, and that was the last one, Dow Crag. Yeah, but there's two little summits here. So according to Dom, she had a little look last night, and we're just going down this road all the way back. Got the car park. We've got another mile down this road into the town, into the cheap car park. What is this? £8 for 9 hours, so yeah, it'd be an £8. Another one's half bat. Massive cave on the way back. Let's have a quick look. Wow. And a house. Oh, it's wet in there. Let's have a little look if it weren't flooded. Little house here. Yeah, let me down here. If you would have been staying here. Interesting. Finally back in the town. Oh, there's a nice pub. Might sail into that in a minute. Right people, the Coniston Fells, let's get to it. So starting with the parking, as you can see on the map here, you've got plenty of options. Me trying to save money as always, I had a little look around. I found the Coniston Sports and Social parking. So you can see here, it's just literally as you're driving into Coniston, it's here. It's just over a bridge, and it's only £4 for the day, whereas all the other car parks are £8. So for an extra 5 minutes to the walk, I thought, well, I'm obviously going to go there, aren't I? You're literally just coming over this bridge, and there's a parking machine. It's literally, you can just see the yellow here.
of the ballards in the way, but it's literally there. And if you're into your camper vans and stuff, you can actually park there overnight for £4, which is great. It's handy to know that car park, but as I say, £4 a day, can't complain. But I'll show you the other options anyway. So the Trail magazine had suggested parking at Ruskin Avenue, which, as you can see, it's a stone's throw away from the sports centre. I seen a lot of cars there as I was leaving. And just see, it's even got a toilet and stuff. From what I could see, that was £8 a day when I looked online. But it's worth just going to the sports centre to save yourself £4. You've got this old station one. So what I found, they all seem to be £8 a day. Although they could be National Trust, I'm not too sure, but I don't have a National Trust badge. And then another option is the one you see me pass at the end of the walk, Wellness Car, a lot of cars up there. And again, that was £8 for the full day. I checked that on the way past. The walk basically starts by this place called The Sun, which is like a pub. So if you was to start at Wellness Car, you'd have to probably walk down, back on yourself and come up. It's irrelevant because you've got to pass through it at the end of the walk anyway. And that would be another option. Plenty of spaces there. And you'd actually come off the last Wainwright down here and follow through on this path. And we had to pass through that car park into the village that way. So that's another option. But there's plenty up there. Obviously the Coniston Sports Club, those are the cheapest. So I'd recommend that if you want to save a few quid. But let's get to the walk. So you can see here, as I say, it's where I started, Coniston Sports Club. And you pass through the little village and there's all the other parking options. It literally adds 5 minutes each way on the walk. Before you do a right up here, past the Sun. And you just follow a bit of a road before you hit this path here. The main start of the walk. There was tons of sheep just sitting there and we had to pass by all them. So coming up this section, as you can see, you pass a couple of waterfalls, which you might have seen in the video. But it's a steady walk up this section around the mines. You can see your quarries and stuff. And yeah, it's quite steady going up there. We were actually walking here. And although it's saying we left the path, we was actually on a path the whole time because we were wondering that. Kept saying on me GPS that we were losing the route, but I don't know, sometimes I don't know whether the accuracy is the best on your phone. And yeah, it's a steady walk up to Wetherlam, the first one. You can see 600 metres there. Wetherlam's in the what? So Wetherlam's 762. I think it took us a couple of hours to get up there. We weren't exactly hammering the pace with it being icy. Wasn't the best conditions. You get some really good views on Wetherlam and even all of them on this route, but you can see everywhere like the Langdales and stuff in the background. It's good like. And then heading over to Swirl How, you would have seen we descended quite a bit. And going up to Swirl How here, where it's got Swirl House and Prison Band, this is a way to get right down to the tarn below. So it's called Lever's Water, which I didn't know that. Reservoir, it's not even a tarn. You can come off Wetherlam on Swirl House and go down there, so it's a cross section. But this bit, the Prison Band's quite steep up to Swirl How. Involves a bit of scrambling. You've got a few handholds on the way up, but nothing major. Just if you're not into your climbing, that just take your time, you'll be fine. Swirl How, you would have seen, we could see the farmer and he parked his quad up there with his dogs. He was herding some sheep in. And from Swirl How to Great Cars, you would have seen on the summit, you can literally see to your cairn in the distance. Probably no more than 10 minutes, if that. Just a nice and easy, straightforward one from that point. As you can see here, Swirl How does have a route straight over to the Old Man Of Coniston, but obviously we're going to be bagging these other two. But yeah, great cars, you've got some great views again. Swirl How was actually one of my favourite fells I've been on. I like the big cairn and then the views of all the mountains. And yeah, as I say, nice and easy over to great cars, no more than 10 minutes. But you do pass the memorial you would have seen, the Halifax bomber. We was meant to go on this path, the green dotted one, but we shot back here, just a 1 minute detour if that, to have a look at the bomber. And then we took a path down here instead. Quite cool to look at, a couple of plane parts still there, and you've got a big cross, a little cairn, the names of the people and stuff. think it was like from the 1950s or something, but quite interesting. And then Great Friar, straight over to there. It's just straightforward. It's not massive, the drop off, but you do come down and back up on yourself. Yeah, Great Friar, you get some good views over towards Hard Knot. But yeah, it's another decent fell, to be fair. But at this section, you just turn back on yourself again. You would have seen, I said on the video, that you do a bit of a right across this path up towards the next fell. But as you could see here, you could have went up the Swirl band and joined on to this path. It's irrelevant. But where I've went here, it doesn't really list a path, but there was actually a path there. It was worn straight in. And you would have seen anyway when I'm walking, there is an actual path there. But sometimes they don't come up on the Ordnance Survey. Don't know why. Let's just check a different map and see what comes up. There is a path here on the open street map. It's strange that the Ordnance Survey maps are different to the outdoor active ones. So we was actually on the path the whole time, but Ordnance Survey shows different stuff. So sometimes it's worth cycling between maps while you're hiking. Just if you think you're going off path or anything, just check between the maps and it shows different information. And if you know why it does that, please let me know, because even I don't know sometimes. Nice and straightforward over there. Can't go wrong. You'll probably see loads of people up there as well, depending on what day you go. You make your way over to Brim Fell, which is here, the cairn. Yeah, another belter cairn, I like that one. It's quite a rocky plateau up there, and it's got quite a nice sized cairn. Interesting. Good fell, I like that one. And from Brim Fell, you can just see the Old Man Of Coniston right in front of you, which is another no more than 10 minutes from that point to that point. And as you would have seen on my video, the old man was super busy, man. It is an amazing fell. The views are fantastic around. Obviously, with this route, you get on there quite late into the route, so it's bound to be busy unless you do it through the midweek. Just prepare for it to be loads of people up there. But yeah, I think I will go back at one point and just summit the old man, maybe for like sunrise or something one day, because the views around it are unbelievable. I can see why it's so popular, I'll tell you that. And you can see plenty of routes all the way up just to the old man. Coming down from the Old Man Of Coniston to Dow Crag, big drop off. Yeah, we come down a bit of a weird path. It adds a bit of water running through it. And again, it looks like we've come off path. Check the open. Yeah, so again, as you can see, the open street map showing me different paths to the Ordnance Survey. Let's have a look at the difference. Yeah, so as I say, it's worth cycling between maps while you're walking if you're confused, but on that day I was just using the Ordnance Survey. I didn't even think about cycling between, because I thought we went off route, but turns out we hadn't. But yeah, straightforward, and then you've got a bit of a climb up to here. So what is it? Just over 100 metres. Dow Crag, really good summit, but just be careful up there. It's the highest point of the rocks, Wainwrights had said. And there's a bit of a climb up to it, and the drop, you would have seen, I could see the time below, and if you was to do it in bad weather like mist and that, just beware that there's a drop below you, because there has been a few fatalities over the last few years on Dow Crag. As you're coming back off it, there's gullies everywhere, and the drops you wouldn't survive if you fell off. So if you're doing it in bad weather, beware, just be careful. But yeah, Boss Summit, I love them. I've done a few in the past in the Wainwrights, and they've been similar. Interesting fell, and the views over the town and at a Boss and over to the old man. But as I say, just be careful. And then yeah, you head over before you hit the road. But you would have seen there was quite a few gullies, and I did say I thought there might have been one you could climb, and it looks like this one. So I didn't check till this the first time I've looked, but you can see here there is a path up. Seen a water bottle down there, so people must have climbed up that way, but it is sketchy. It's really steep. Yeah, you can see there is a route up, and as I was saying, Buck Pike and Brown Pike, another couple of fells there, not Wainwrights, but worth looking at. You pass over them, and then you hit Walnascar Road, which is just, it literally is a road, and I think that's how the farmer might have got his quads up there, nice and straightforward. Quite a wide path, wider at the top, and it tapers off a bit, but you've got a few mile back. I think it was 2 or 3 miles from Brown Pike down Walnascar Road. Can't go wrong, can't miss it. Yeah, you pass a few streams and then it's quite nice walk down. So as you can see, there's the car park I mentioned, which you could park at. We had to walk through it before doing our last little bit through the village. To be honest, I'd love to explore this area another time, as there's a lot of abandoned quarries and stuff. And you would have even seen, it was around this section somewhere before we got back into the town. Also, it's a quarry you've seen, a bit of a cave I could see into, but it was flooded. I'd love to explore that, like the caves and stuff. And as you can see, just back on yourself, past the sun and a few pubs, back to where we come from. So there's a bit of a different view. You can see there's quite a few other fells on here, but obviously not Wainwrights. Boss Walk, really enjoyed that one. So here's the stats. You can see on the elevation, you drop down a few times, but it's nothing going to kill you. So our total mileage turned out to be 14.1 miles, and it took us 8 hours and 15, with a moving time of 6 hours and 18 minutes. On the Wainwright and 36 walks, he'd said that it was 8 to 10 hours. I don't think most people would struggle with that walk. And depending on what time of year, obviously winter is a different scenario. We just got a good day. But if you do it in summer, mate, even better. But yeah, summary of the walk, probably one of the best I've been on. Nice and straightforward, not hard to navigate. Couldn't recommend it enough. One of my favourite out of the 36 walks so far. And just some great fells on it. And even if you didn't want to do all the fells, you could break it up. There's plenty of routes in that area, so it's up to you what you want to do. Yeah, just all in all, a boss day, mate, and definitely get out there if you haven't done it. As always, people, I'll link anything relevant in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.